Welcome to all in the second activity of the page portal. Myself, Durvesh Rajan Dambe, student of second year mechanical engineering and the coordinator of page portal. Today we are here to conduct the pre-topic session of the team Purushottam. Now I invite the leader of team Purushottam, Varad Joshi, to speak on the topic OTT platforms versus theaters. Varad, you may start now.
Thank you, Durvesh. As Durvesh said, my topic is OTT versus theaters. So basically, we will see what is OTT. OTT is over the top, means over the internet. What all we see over the internet. So like subscription channels like Netflix, Amazon, Hotstar, etc. So the most important pros of OTT is that we can watch content whenever we want. OTT platforms provide flexibility and convenience. Because of that, so the people who live in remote areas and those who do not have theaters nearby, they don't have any need to go. So they will see without restrictions on OTT platforms. They are inclusive and enable everyone to watch at home. For binge watchers, OTT platforms are cost effective. We can't watch web series and movies all night long on theaters. So yeah, the cons of OTT platforms are that no, the main important pros are that the competition in OTT platforms is growing. So content creators are becoming more creative and quality content is being made. Cons of OTT platform is that the growth of OTT platform is great threat to many jobs in theaters as well as in food courts. That's the main problem. And for theaters, important thing about theater is that when we go to theaters, we mostly many jobs are benefited. Like we the crew members there, or all the means we go to food courts in theaters, etc. That and in theaters the viewing experience is very good, all the Dolby Atmos surround, and we can also see 3D and 4D or IMAX pictures, etc. And yeah, cons of theater are that same, that we can't binge watch in theaters. So yeah, both the sides have their benefits and cons, so we can choose anything we like. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Very nice, Varad. It was very informative, and we all came to know that the OTT platforms are nowadays becoming popular, but the theaters have their own importance. Thank you, Varad. Now I invite Madhav Kadam to speak on the topic online versus offline education. Madhav, you can start.
Hello everyone, my name is Kadam Madhav. Topic for today's talking is online education versus offline education. As we know, offline education is a traditional way of learning. In offline education, the student needs the student must be present in uh, classroom for every lecture. So the need to travel from one place to another, that is time and cost wasting. Uh, in online education, this problem is solved, and there is no need to waste time. In online method, lessons are taught in and small groups and on individual level. I think this method is good. In offline mode, there are many students. It's hard for teacher to teach them. Online learning platforms provides wide various courses. Student can even get degree without going into university campus. I think online teaching method is best. That's all of my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhav. The online and offline education methods both have their own benefits and bad things also. We must focus on what is the current situation and must try to benefit from both. Thank you, Madhav. Now I invite Ganesh Thodat to speak on the topic tourism in India. Ganesh, you can start.
As we all know that our country is one of the oldest country of the world. It is a full of attractive historical places.
Sorry for interruption. We will proceed with Ganesh Thorat at the end of the meeting. Now I invite Anuja Patil to speak on the topic physical books versus audiobooks. Anuja, you can start.
Hello everyone, my name is Anuja Bhatti and as Durvesh said, my topic is physical book versus audiobooks. Reading a physical book and listening to the audiobook are two different paths that leads to the same destination. Each creates different experiences and memories, but neither is better or worse than the other. So first look at the physical books. Holding a book in your hand is just unlike anything else. Feeling its weight, enjoying the cover page, and that new book smell truly give it an advantage over any other medium. Another perk of having physical book is you don't need to use any device to and ensure it's charged or pay for a subscription to read a book. In power outage or when your battery is low, that's the probably best thing you can do with your time is just pick a physical book. There are also medical benefits to reading a physical book. It reduces your screen time and helps you relax better uh, as you drift off with your thoughts and emotions. And now talking about audiobooks. Audiobooks are audiobooks have the massive benefit is you don't need to be stationary to enjoy them. You don't need to hold the book in your hand, which opens the door of multitasking. You can listen to a book while driving, while cleaning, or you can uh, listen it doing your chores around the house. Also, audiobooks are perfect choice for visually impaired people and for those people who live in cramped spaces and can't afford to store physical titles. The only space audiobook take is on the device they get stored on, making them extremely easy to move and keep. Since they are in device, you can enjoy them anywhere as long as that device is with you. So now the question is, one truly better than the other? The answer is no. Neither physical books nor audiobooks definitively stands above other. Audiobooks and physical copies both have their own pros and cons. So you don't have to choose between the media. Instead, you can use both of them. When you have a busy day, full hours of work, an audiobook is the best choice. When you want to take a break and enjoy some reading, a physical copy is just what you want. So, as long as you are consuming a book, the format that lets you do it doesn't matter much. Thank you.
Very nice, Anuja. It was definitely a very informative talk. And both the audiobooks and the normal books have their own importance and must be used upon the user's choice and as their own will. Thank you, Anuja. Now I invite Shreyas Patil to speak on the topic stock marketing. Shreyas, over to you.
So today I'll be talking about stock market investment or gambling. So what is the stock market? The stock market is the place where all the financial securities are bought or sold by the investors or the traders in the stock exchange. By buying the share, you are making an investment within the company. Because the company grows, the value of your share to increase. People think that share market is same as gambling, but reasoning causes many people to shy away from the stock market. To understand why investing in stocks is inherently different from gambling, we need to review what it means to buy stocks. A share of common stock represents ownership in a company. It entitles the holder to a claim on assets as well as fraction of the profit that the company generates. Too often, investors think of shares are simply a trading vehicle, and they forget that stock represents the ownership of that company. The variance in the risk and return is the point of distinction between gambling and trading. In stock markets, yield may be greater than risk, while the risk is greater than yield in gambling. Stock markets encourage us to be both a buyer and a seller, while you can only be a buyer in gambling. Given the above, people lose money mainly in stock markets because they put money into stocks without knowledge and analytical skills. If you treat stock market like a gambler, so it is certainly gambling for you. Having a little bit of knowledge can be dangerous in investing. Successful investors carefully research their investments or use of the services of trusted advisor. So one must take precautions before investing in the stock market, like buy stocks that you have studied about, to assess your risk taking ability, to be realistic about your return expectations, to monitor investment periodically. A successful trader has consistency, self-control, and emotional well-being. Stock market trading is very volatile and depends on many factors. Hence the volatility factor makes it very difficult to predict. In gambling, one wrong move can kill your financial wealth, emotional stability, and sometimes your relations too. So finally, I would say actually investing in stocks is not same as gambling, because investing increases the overall wealth of an economy, while gambling merely takes money from a loser and it gives it to winner. Thank you.
Nice, Shreyas. We can say that the intraday trading is a type of a gamble, but the normal fundamental studying and the study of the charts of the various companies can lead to a successful investment. Thank you very much, Shreyas. Now I invite Sandesh Munje to speak on the topic, is privatization a way of development? Sandesh, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sandesh Munje. Our finance minister has recently declared up to the March, Air India and Bharat Petroleum will be privatized. So is a privatization a way to development? Let's see when to privatize and when not to privatize. To do privatization and not to do privatization is always related to political ideology. Some scholars of the world are in favor of privatization and some of them against the privatization, and each has in its own strong points. Let's think about private companies and public companies. The purpose of private companies is to earn profit for shareholders, and these shareholders are the real owners. In public companies, profit goes to government and it is used for public development. So earning profit becomes motivation. Hence, private companies are efficient and effective, and public companies are becoming lazy. Privatization increases competition and better services in lower prices. Now let's see the reasons of people who are against the privatization. They say that profit goes to few people and it is not for every citizen. Also, the motivation can result in disaster. Example, private companies can raise the price and it becomes unaffordable to the poor. So this is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandesh. The privatization definitely depends upon one's view, and it may lead to the path of development or it can also destroy the economy. Thank you very much, Sandesh. Now, I again invite Ganesh Thorat to speak on the topic tourism in India. Over to you, Ganesh.
As we all know that our country is one of the oldest country of the world. It is full of attractive historical places, heritage sites, charming tourism places, including mysterious places in various Indian cities, which make India famous for travel and tourism all over the world. People from all across the world come to see beautiful places in India and love to travel here. They go back to their country and write stories in their own words about the historical places of India. They praise about Indian heritage sites in their own country and enhance tourism to India. Uh, from the architecture and cultural point of view, India is one of the most famous countries all over the world. Here is a variety of clothing, food, culture, tradition, language, etc. Because of the presence of many religions all over the country. So people becomes more interested to travel India more than once in their lifetime. India is the right place for the historical and a peaceful scenery visit. India is the most populated and a multicultural country. However, famous for unity in a diversity. India is the country having well-developed cities, heritages, monuments, and other sites, things such as Taj Mahal, Great India, Himalayas, Bengal Tiger, etc., which are considered as the icon of Indian tourism. There are many famous beaches in Goa, Kerala, having the long sea line for the people who prefer to beach or sun tourism in India. People who love to see the strange things in India can go to visit the Khajuraho temples, having the magnificent art of the medieval having early medieval period, telling the history of India, a variety of interesting and entertaining seasonal fairs, festivals, and events. Event celebrations are held regularly in India, which really wins the people heart. People who visit India once in their life really feel the spirit of India. Thank you.
Thank you, Ganesh. In India, tourism has been developed, and there are also various hidden gems in India in which the tourism can really flourish. Thank you, Ganesh. Now, I invite Sakshi Jagtap to speak on the topic, Is India ready for electric vehicles? Sakshi, you can start.
Thank you, Durvesh. Hello everyone, I'm Sakshi Jagtap. My topic is India ready for electrical vehicles? Undoubtedly, India needs electrical vehicles. Today's scenario in Delhi is the best example of it. One side, India is trying to recover from second wave of COVID. The other side is air pollution in Delhi. Due to carbon emission in fossil fuels, the area is polluted, leads to a lot of acute and chronic diseases. So the central government made a special rule that the compulsory use of green vehicles in Delhi to reduce pollution. Already two-wheelers and rickshaws are started manufactured. The reduction of carbon emission by the use of EVs can be one of the best solutions. Also, the cost of vehicles can be minimized so that middle class people can afford it. There is no noise generation in EVs. It can run smoothly. We conclude that e-vehicles is needed for the next coming young generation to prevent the resources from pollution and green earnings. Talking about need of electrical vehicle in India, yes, India do require electrical vehicle, but if we talk about whether India is ready or not, I would like to show the other side of the coin. Still, the major problem which India is facing is electric vehicle required charging, and still there are not many such charging stations are available. Also, electric vehicles are not having powerful engines as compared to diesel and petrol vehicle. And as we all know that in India, there is a lot of diversity in geographical conditions, as there are hills and mountains where these electrical vehicles will not be able to create good impact. Also, most Indians do prefer diesel and petrol cars as they are not much aware of electrical vehicles. And the other reason is still many households don't have charging facilities for electric cars, and electric stations will charge some money for charging. Nowadays, eco-friendly fuels are being developed that emits less harmful gases as compared to other fuel. Because of all these situations, we cannot say that India is ready or not, but India is getting brick by brick for an EV revolution. The foundation has been laid by e-rickshaws and two-wheelers. Now e-cars and OEMs have a huge role to play as more and more charging stations and points are being installed. Range of anxiety amongst the consumers is decreasing, and we can expect a gradual increase in EV sales. Over from my side.
Very nice. Basically, the electronic vehicles have the age of electronic vehicles have been started, but the electrical vehicles still are a way back. And as the day passes, there will be soon a big revolution which will lay its way to the electric vehicles. Thank you. Now, I invite Rohit Dhere to speak on the topic IT, boon or bane. Rohit, you can start.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk on topic information technology boon or bane. In today's growing competition world, information technology plays an important role in making our life easier and comfortable. I am sure we all can relate to technology without which we cannot imagine our life. No matter where we go, whatever we do, information technology has huge impact on our life. There are various benefits of technology. Technology has made communication much easier than ever since the introduction of advanced and mobile innovation in mobiles and applications. Technology contributed a lot not only in the professional world but also in the domestic sector. And in the entertainment field, we have more techniques to provide viewers with real-time experience. With the help of code, the huge success has been achieved in social networking by adding millions of people at a time. And advanced techniques in clinic and hospital also reduced the errors made by surgeon. Despite of all these advantages, there are some disadvantages which are negatively impacted on importance of information technology. The biggest problem that has been seen is the unemployment due to the increase involvement of more practice and technology. The machinery has replaced human labor in many areas. Some physical research teams also proved that due to social applications, real social isolation is increased towards loneliness, and there has been increase in the cases of depression among the youth. Human dependency on technology has also spoiled children's intellect and creativity. Thus, there are some advantages and disadvantages of information technology. But I think technology is more of boon than bane. If it is used by right age, in right field, and with the right purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. It was a very nice speech, and definitely IT boon or bane depends upon how we use the IT industry for our sake. Thank you, Rohit. And now I announce that we have successfully completed the pre-topic session for the team Purushottam. Thank you for joining.